This is brecciated quartz. See how the quartz has been fractured and then re-cemented? This can be very rich in your hydrothermal systems where the original vein structure has been crushed because of the different fault planes shifting, and then a new fluid assemblage has come up and re-cemented this again with a fine grain mass. And a lot of times, all these different episodes crushing and re-cementing can have great gold values in there. And you can see all the hematite in there. See that? And this is what a lot of prospectors look for, is this brecciated quartz with all this beautiful red fine grain mass cementing it all together. Look at this beautiful dike. This silicified dike. Oh, you see it? And you can see it's in this older chloritic andesite. So this is newer than this. And you can see where the chill margins here, where it actually cooled and baked the surrounding rock. Isn't that amazing? Oh yeah, the portal. One of many. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, and the stopes are massive. This is the hanging wall, and there's the foot wall. The hanging wall is going to be Oatman andesite, and the foot wall is going to be trachyte. I can see why they got excited with this. I'm surprised they didn't finish stoping it out. You can see the drill marks here, and then up there, you can see where the charges actually detonate and fractured the rock. This is the good stuff right here. So that's probably a good place to take samples. More open stoping. This is referred to as an overhand open stope. Here's the hanging wall right here. This is going to be Oatman andesite. You can tell just because it's got a little bit of green. It's called chloritic andesite. And you can see where the fault right there is right along the contact zone. And if there's any movement, it's going to create fault gouge. Look at this. This is just absolutely beautiful. And then the cut goes on and up. It daylights. And then you can see where the water comes in down here. And then they were chasing it this way. Do you see that? Got a nice cut to it too. Look at that. Oh, and there's the vein they're following. See this? These are called slicken sides. This is good stuff right here. He's sampling that too. Nice. And this is probably, if I had to guess, goes back to the original vein. See where they're off course right here? In these stockworks. And they said, nope, go to the left. Oh, that is good looking material. Look at that. Nice. Ooh, and there's a big something on the floor. It looks like a red worm. Nice, and they chased it all the way to here. You can see why this was 2 ounces per ton. Easy. Look at that. Beautiful vein structure. See that? And they got to here. I don't know why they stopped. I know that World War II came along and it made them stop, but the ore assemblages look fantastic. So that'd be good to drill that, to sample. What are you thinking, Bob?
Wow.
You liking it?
Yeah, oh boy.
See the fault here and the natural fissures? See how they go up? And this is perfect for those hydrothermal fluids to get up into to make their deposition. See that? And you can see all these different episodes in here. Nice, huh?
Wow.
Now you can see why they were back here. This would be perfect to chip out right here, this little section. We got our friend Bob here. Where are you from, Bob?
Topak, Arizona, and Park City.
Yeah, I found him down here in the mine. Claim jumper. No, he's down here looking around. He wants to find gold too, so I'm trying to help him out. So we're gonna take some chip samples down here, and then we're gonna grind them up and see if any gold's in there. So, hey, you know what I'm gonna say, right?
Gotta be.
I don't think he knows what I'm gonna say, but I'll say it anyway, so come on. Let's go! Look at this, see? You see roots in my drift mine?
Oh, yeah.
There's roots down here.
Sure is.
That's all fault gouge right in there, that clayous material. That's why they're able to get their roots in there, because it's soft. Fault gouge is typically soft.
There probably is.
Ah, crickets.
Really?
I thought it was your spot.
Coming out of the rock as you're knocking it out. Wow.
I always tell people you never know who you're gonna find out in the field. See that fault gouge, how soft that is?
Boy, it is.
It's
soft.
just powder.
It is. It's just powder.
Then I'm gonna sample other spaces, because you're always supposed to sample not only across the vein, but in different locations.
And the ruts and
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I got a lot of fresh air blowing down through here. This must have been some kind of an ore chute at one time. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is huge. A huge cut. I'm surprised they didn't widen this out. Oh my gosh, it's freezing right here. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Look at that stope. It's a monster. I don't know why they didn't open this up more. Look at that. It's huge. This is the end of the cut. Look at that. Oh, the daylights. You see that? Daylights. Oh, I don't think I'd be trusting that. This is all the loose wood that's come down. And this is supposedly drops down to 400 feet. Oh yeah, daylights again. Daylights again, why would you? Oh, I bet you this drops down to the 400. And they're using this as an anchor. 50 bucks. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. No freaking way. Yeah, everything is just clogged it up. And this is what drops down to 400 feet. You can see that. That is a no-brainer.
I don't have my
Gloves?
gloves and my
Hard hat on either.
and the stuff for my knees.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's my baby. Squeeze, squeeze. Wow, there's the vein. See the vein up there that they were chasing? So they had to blast out all that waste rock to get to, what, maybe a foot of vein? And we're standing on nothing right now. The chute that we just came up through was bigger and tied into this, but you see this slab right here? The size of a school bus? It broke free, came down right here where we're standing, and lodged in here. Which makes me wonder what I'm walking on. Yeah? Oh yeah, there's that juicy vein. There's the juicy vein. Ooh, what's in there? Water? Yeah, it's water. Look at that vein though. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Look at that. So what they would do is they would drill, footwall is gonna first blast it out, leave the vein behind, and then you can see where they drill directly into the vein, blast that out second. You can see another couple boreholes up there. And that way you don't contaminate your ore, because you don't want to do that. You're going to drop your numbers. So you always blast out. Footwall is going to first get that out of the way, then blast out your vein. It'll fall down onto your muck sheets. Let them know that that's ore, not waste. And you're good to go. Yeah, I know. I don't like it either, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, there's the vein, but you can see that the vein is petering out right here. You see that? Right there, it's pinching. Now, veins can swell back up. They pinch and swell. But I don't know if that's doing any good because they didn't do anything with it. Ah. No, I hate water. Can you tell? Oh man, that one's collapsed seriously. Yeah. That one comes up under another stope, but it's all filled in. It's all filled in. It looks pretty tight. Yeah, the vein is pinching right here. There's no more quartz in it whatsoever. It's all brecciated. It's all brecciated. Somebody got brave and they tied this rope up and went down.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. And this whole slab that you're pushing on used to not be there. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Oh, Tony, if you're watching, I know you're gonna love this stuff. Look at that, right down into that hole. Yeah. I'm running a Petzl stop. We're gonna try this. Oh my gosh, that's a drop. All right, let's try this. There's a rope catching up. And if you get scared, you just stop. And they have a panic device on this too, which is really cool. Wow, not bad. And I got another working level over there. You see that? Right there. Nice. Oh, and there's another working level right there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at the daylight up there. You see that? Big old timbers. Look at that. Looks like I've got another working level. Oh, and there's some more. Oh, there's some rail down there. Oh, that is so cool. And there's the ladder right there. We'll see the rail down there. See the rail? Ooh, and yeah, there's the bottom of the chute right there. I don't know what's holding this false floor up. A little sketchy. I got a manway right here. Actually not a bad ladder. You just got some headache makers down here. You see that? Got some headache makers. Like that one. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. The heck is that?
That's what she said.
What is that? It's a good ladder. Except for that last rung. Wow, here's the chute. Oh, that is plugged bad. Nice. All right, let me see what's over here. There's a spool for the fuse. There's the manway right there. Oh, isn't that cool? See that? Lucky Strike box. All the material that came out of the stope we just rappelled down into, it drops down into a series of chutes, comes over this way, and then they would dump it down into this chute to load up this skip bucket, and then they'd have to turn the other rails to the side so it could make a straight shot. Those are called stockworks and swarms. Obviously there's nothing in there. This is the vein they were chasing right here. You see that? There's your hematite over there on the side. Here's all your veins. Look at the way the vein curls and moves. And you've got carbonates and silicates, carbonates and silicates. And at one time, this fissure was only about yay wide. And it got wider and wider and wider with each new episode. You know there's gold in there. That is, I'm gonna have to sample that. See the vein above our head? See the natural fissure? See all that beautiful looking calcite being replaced by quartz and then manganese oxide as a secondary. And then here it widens out. See that? Whoa. Beautiful looking fissure filled vein structure with all that beautiful fluorite. Isn't that nice? Now you can see the fluorite. See the fluorite all in there? Isn't that pretty? Good thing I got my safety glasses on, huh? Look at the fluorite. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's all fluorite. Right here in this giant bug, this is all fluorite. You can't tell, but those are all fluorite crystals. We're gonna try to get them out. You see a lot of fluorite right in through there. And I'll get chip samples. I can feel air. That means this goes out. That'd be a good rappel. It's seen better days. Look at it, there's part of the head frame too. Yeah, you can see the lagging and how they cut everything. Let's do a... Yeah, he looks pretty good actually. Yeah, he's got some depth to him. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, that looks real good. Nice. Well, it's in great shape. You go down there, no problem. Nice timber. Look at this, swarms and stockworks here. You see that? And there is another parallel vein. Remember what I told you about parallel veins? Doesn't that look juicy? Ooh. Remember what I told you? Black, white, black, white, black, white. That's where your juicy stuff is going to be, and these are ladder veins right here. So the black, white, like I said, is silicates, carbonates, silicate carbonates. That's where your ore is going to be in there. Not the bull quartz that's all white, huh, sweetie?
Yes.
As the hydrothermal solutions are coming up to these tiny fissures, episode after episode, pieces of the wall rock break off and get encapsulated into the solution, and then it solidifies. And this is a perfect example. You can see some of the host rock in some of this quartz. See that? Now keep in mind that you have more than one episode going on over millions of years, okay? This didn't happen overnight. And every time there's an earthquake or there's some type of magma intrusion, these fissures and faults are gonna act like little pathways for the fluid. So you have episode after episode after episode. As this is taking place, pieces of wall rock are gonna break off and get trapped inside the hydrothermal fluids. And when the fluids solidify because of a drop in temperature and pressure, well then guess what? They're encapsulated in there as well. I've checked this on a jeweler loop. There is some good looking structures in here that look like they support good gold. So I'm gonna take these and then I'm gonna sample them. And then we're gonna find out how much gold it is, if it's coarse or fine grain, all these different attributes that this gold might have, if there's gold at all in there. So let's collect this up and go on to the next mine, because this is really fascinating stuff. This whole area is super, super rich. And I made a video about why this area is so rich. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna leave a link right up here, okay? All right, let's get on out of here because the sun's going down and the umpa is gonna come out. All right, real quick, I wanted you to see these samples here. See how you have quartz stringers going everywhere? Those are called stockworks. And it happens when there's heavy fracturing and faulting in the basement rock or the host rock that the hydrothermal fluids are invading. And then here you can see all types of stockworks in this one. All right, take a look at this. This is what we refer to as an ant hole, or you fall into this and you're never coming out. And these are hard to repel in too because of all the loose material from the mine dump. Now what they did is they started off on bedrock to sink the shaft. As they went down, they piled the waste material out. As it piled up around the collar, they just extended the collar up and up and up and up and kept dumping waste rock around it. So when the collar rots away or they pull the timber out, all this material sloughs in, making it very, very dangerous. Now, they're mining here because we have this rhyolitic dike running along the ridge here. And what they did is they came down on the side of it, and this is the material they were mining. It's silicified, and I've got disseminated pyrite running all through it. And then of course I got phenocryst in there as well. But it's not very rich, obviously. A way that you can tell if a mine was very productive is look for an ore bin. If it had an ore bin, that means they encountered a large body of ore worth stacking into an ore bin so it could be picked up and ran to a mill. The smaller mines, they usually hand stacked it on the side, which we call high grade piles, and then they pack it down with pack mules to the mill. But I'm not seeing anything here, and this rock doesn't look that good. And you can see in the waste rock piles here where they eventually ran into this basalt right here. So I'm gonna say they didn't find anything, obviously. Oh, there's a drill rod over there. Let's go take a look. Ooh, what's that? That looks like a drill rod, don't it? An old rusty drill rod. Look at that monk right there. Oh yeah. That's a drill rod, all right. Drill steel. Been sitting there for a long time. All right, let's see how deep this monker is. Oh, I guess that's it. Maybe 40, 50 feet max. Still hurt if you fell into it though. You can see where they're exploring up here on the edge of this rhyolitic dike. More signs of hydrothermal activity running through here. You can see the clear, distinct zone in this rhyolite. And then of course you have this green chloritic andesite. And you can still see little grains of pyrite in the andesite as well. Oh look, there's a xenolith. I don't know if you can see it. Then you can see a xenolith right there. Do you see it? That's a xenolith. Just means a foreign rock in the melt. Look at that bug. Isn't that beautiful? Almost looks like chalcedony. I might take that one and sample it, see if there's anything in it. Oh, look at this exploratory shaft. I know it's plugged, but it probably goes down another 15, 20 feet. But I wanted to show you something. Look at this. I've got the country rock here. This is a rhyolitic dike, and it's brecciated in some areas. And then you can see an alteration zone over here. See this? Where it's been altered with hydrothermal fluids. What I want to show you is this little zone right in between here. Right there. Do you see that? This is what they were chasing. I know it looks like a lot of rock to remove just for this little tiny crushed vein. Well, this right here is referred to as fault gouge. And you can find a lot of gold in fault gouge. As this fault grinds back and forth like this, it grinds up all that material. A lot of the mineral assemblages have actually been transported over to the fault itself through a process called metasomatism. And that's why a lot of these old timers were chasing shear zones. All right, let's keep going. There you go. There she goes. Hopefully it doesn't bump into that wall.